Hi everyone, Reverend Dominic here, First Congregational Church in Melrose, United Church of Christ, and like everybody else, I flipped the calendar over to the month of May, and boy, we got a lot going on here at the church, so I wanted to bring you up to speed on that as we motor our way to the end of this program year here at our church, and so I'm going to run through the Sundays of May and June, the remainder of this program year, just so you know what's coming up and just so you don't miss out on anything. And it all starts this coming Sunday, which is Mother's Day Sunday. So we're going to be honoring the mothers in our church, the mothers in our lives, the women in our lives who have conveyed the love of God to us in many and various ways throughout our lives. Now, I know I'm also very aware that there are folks who have been dramatically impacted by the tragedy at the Winthrop School this past week. So I'll be addressing that as well during this coming Sunday's liturgy. So I hope you can come for that this coming Sunday, Mother's Day Sunday, and addressing what happened in our community as well. Following that is May 17th. Now that is Confirmation Sunday. We had a great confirmation program this year, 10 youth in the program. I've really enjoyed getting to know them and working with them through this program, this confirmation program this year. Thanks to the parents, thanks to the sponsors, thanks to everybody who's helped out with this program. We're reaching the end of it now, of course, and so Confirmation Sunday is the 17th. Now, because there are 10 kids in the program, we've divided it into 2 Sundays. So there's going to be 2 Confirmation Sundays coming up, the first of which is the 17th of May. 4 youth, 4 confirmands will be confirmed that day. So I hope you can be there because in our tradition, confirmation is an act of the community. It's an act of the congregation. So your participation and support in that liturgy is really important, particularly when we get to the rite of confirmation during that worship service. So that's coming up on the 17th. The praise band will be there that Sunday, so I hope you can come for that as well. The 24th of May, following that, is Pentecost Sunday. Pentecost, of course, is that Sunday when we remember the arrival of the Holy Spirit to those first disciples that inspired them to build the church, which we have today in the world. So it's always a high energy service. We're going to have our trumpeter back, so there's going to be some great music that Sunday. Wear red. Wear red. We always encourage people to wear red on Pentecost Sunday. It just accentuates the energy of that holiday and what it means to the church. So wear red, Pentecost Sunday, 24th of May. 31st of May is Graduation Sunday. So that Sunday we'll be celebrating and honoring our high school graduates from our church this year and their families. We'll start that off with a graduation breakfast for them ahead of that service, and then honor them with a blessing and recognition and gifts during the worship service that day. So again, hope you can come for that. That's the 31st. The New Day String Band will be there for that. And then following that service, again, this is all the 31st of May, is our spring congregational meeting, at which we will vote on the new slate of officers, the new deacons for our Board of Deacons going into the summer and fall in the next program year. So that's on the 31st. The welcome team, by the way, is also going to have a meeting after the spring congregational meeting. So a lot going on the 31st of May. Following that is June 7th. That is Confirmation Sunday Part 2. 6 confirmands will be confirmed on that Sunday. And so I hope you can come back for that again, because it's a powerful moment, not just for those youth, but for our congregation as we celebrate these youth and confirm them in the Christian faith. All of these youth become then full adult members of our congregation with those services for confirmation. That's on the 7th of May. Looking beyond that, the 14th of June, 7th of June. 14th of June is Communion Sunday. Because Confirmation Sunday, we put that on the first Sunday of the month, we moved Communion Sunday down ahead on the calendar 1 Sundays to the 14th. So that's Communion Sunday, 14th of June. There's also going to be an end of the year celebration for the Sunday school program in their classes that day for the children and the youth. So hope they can come for that, even if there's always great stuff going on in the Sunday school program, but that Sunday in particular will be a great one for our children and youth. Following that service, again, this is on the 14th of June, there's going to be a Christian education meeting for teachers, for families, for anybody in the congregation who wants to know more about the Christian education program in our church as we look back over this program year and look ahead to the fall and the next program year, particularly with the Sunday school program. So that is all on the 14th of June. 21st of June is, of course, Father's Day. And just like Mother's Day, when we honored mothers, we're going to be honoring dads and fathers and the love that they convey to us in many and various ways in our lives and make us, help us to be better people in the world. So that's on the 21st. The New Day String Band will be back for that Sunday. And then the last Sunday of the program year is the 28th of June. And that is our annual outdoor worship service and cookout. So we'll be worshiping on the front lawn that day and moving then after the worship service to the playground for that great tradition. I love that tradition of the cookout on the playground at the end of June. So that's on the 28th of June. So as I say, a lot going on, a lot of great stuff. Wanted you to be aware of it all. I know it's a lot to keep track of, a lot of different dates and things and themes and whatever. The best way to do that is just to keep coming every Sunday. If you keep coming every Sunday, you'll stay on top of all this. But in the absence of that, if you're not able to, keep an eye on the Messenger, our weekly newsletter. All the updates will be in there. The website will have similar information. And of course, in the worship services, I'll be announcing things as they come up too, and any updates or changes and those sorts of things. So, but like I say, I just wanted you aware of all this as we head to the end of this program year, and I didn't want you to miss out on the great stuff that's coming up throughout this month of May and through the month of June. So, hope to see you soon.